Joe and OG, Joe. Alright, so here's a video of my cell phone collection as of Sunday, February the 21st of 2021. This right here is my current phone. I got this for Christmas almost 2 months ago. February 25th is going to be 2 months ever since I got this phone for Christmas. And my old phone I'm recording with that I'm still using is right here. LG K20V. It's with Verizon. But I'm still using it. Now, we're going to move on to all the other phones that I don't use. Starting with this one is this Motorola V180. No, wait. Hold on. I can't get it wrong. Motorola V120. Yep. So this is the Motorola V120. And it is on Verizon. It does work, but the battery in that one's dead. This phone is like manufactured in 2001 or 2000 or 2001 or 2002. I don't know. I think this is manufactured in 2001. And moving on to these phones, we got this Motorola StarTAC, which doesn't work. That it may or may not work. I don't know. Next is a Motorola V188 on T-Mobile. It has an antenna and screws back on. This one's with T-Mobile. Right here are these two Motorola Razr V3Ms. They're both on T-Mobile. This one has a little bit of that stuff, but both of them do work. This one works. That one and pretty much holds a charge. Wait, I gotta take the SIM card out of the Samsung phone. I'll get to after all the other Motorola phones and all the LG phones. Set that here. I got the battery. Plop this in here. It works. Power's on like normal. It does. Pull the plug off for this one. Take the battery, pull this down, remove the battery, and pull out this one. Long time no see. Put the battery in that one on. Take the battery out of this one. And then pop the battery in here. Close this on and close that. And then charge it. It works! The other Motorola Razr works. Yay! Here's another one. And both of them do a kind of a like. Takes a while to load. And it works. As well. This one's another one. Games and apps. Pull the plug off of that. And save it. So that's it on these Razr phones. There's two of them. There's Motorola Droid Mini. This one works, but the battery's dead. But the sound's not that great. Motorola Moto G. This one works, but the screen and the glass in front of it is broken. Sorry to hear that. Another Motorola Moto G. This one's a Verizon, and that one over there is a Verizon too. This one has a busted screen and a busted glass, which is not a good sign. I gotta get this phone, and that phone, and that phone, and that phone fixed eventually. But other than that, I am not doing it. And this right there is a Motorola E6 with Straight Talk or TracFone or T-Mobile. I don't know how to pronounce any of these carriers.
Hello, Moto.
But I gotta shut it off, because I am not wasting the battery on this phone. Now moving on to these phones. I have an LG VX10. It works. On camera it's blue, and on the actual phone itself it's green. Sometimes this phone screws up, but it still works like normal. Alright, so moving on with these cell phones. Pull them all out. This one right here is an LG LX5350 on Sprint. It works, but the battery on that phone is dead. LG VX 6000. This one does work, but the battery in that one is dead. But it may work on the charger. I honestly don't know. But this phone, the 6000, is from August of 2003. This phone, LG VX 6100. This one is on Verizon and has a slider. When you push it down, the camera appears. And when you have it up, it puts the camera away. And the camera, and it covers the camera. Right on this LG flip phone right here. And the inside and the main display looks great. And this phone is an old school design, along with this LG phone right here. They're both the old school designs. And both of these LG phones do look kind of alike. The earpieces on top on both of them do look alike. The screens on both of them look alike. The buttons on both of them do look kind of alike. The main interiors of these two phones right here are identical. They're both looking identical. But all the buttons and the main interiors on both of these phones look identical. And this phone I'll be getting to in a minute. Let me do this. But the main interiors on all three of these phones do look identical and alike. And all three of these LG phones right here do look kind of alike, which is cool. But I'll get to that one in a little bit. Off this one, I'm going to push and hold the button and see if it turns on. It does work great, but the battery on that one is now dead. So I can't turn it on unless I hook it up to the charger. But I'm not going to bother charging it because this phone is old. And it's obsolete. Very obsolete. But it works great for being an 18-year-old phone. No, wait, I meant 17-year-old phone, I believe. This phone is 16 in like 2020, but this phone is probably 17 years old. My apologies, because this LG VX61 flip phone right here was manufactured, made, and designed by LG back in 2004, which was a long time ago. So this phone is like So this phone right there is 17 years old. It works great, but the battery on that phone is dead. Next phone right here is an LG VX4500. Works, but the battery's dead. LG LX350 on Sprint. It works and it's dead. This one's on Verizon. So, just that. LG VX3400 on Verizon. It works. LG Envy model VX9900. It works, but the battery's dead. So you can't turn it on. LG Neon on AT&T. It works, but the battery on that phone is dead. LG 220C on Straight Talk. Almost forgot. This LG Neon phone's on AT&T. This one's on Verizon. This one's on Verizon as well. This phone works, but the battery's dead. Here's an LG Optimus Fuel on Straight Talk, but the battery's dead. Now moving on to Samsung's. Samsung R225 on T-Mobile. My first and original phone ever. The Samsung X495 on T-Mobile. It works. Great. Samsung Propel on AT&T. This phone does work. This phone works great, but the battery's dead. Samsung T404G on Straight Talk or a track phone. It works, but the battery's dead. This phone works. It's a Samsung R375. This phone works, but it's dead. Samsung Galaxy Core Prime on Straight Talk. This phone works, but it's dead. Samsung J3 Mission with Verizon. This phone does work, but the battery's dead. And next phone's the HTC. Now moving on to HTC's. This one's an HTC Rhyme with Verizon. It works, but the battery's dead. ZTE Blade Vintage on Verizon. This phone works, but the battery's dead. There's two Nokia phones right now. Moving on to Nokia. There's two Nokia phones. I don't have any BlackBerry phones. This one is a Nokia 6069i on Sprint. This phone does work, but to turn it on, you have to press and hold the power button on top of the phone. Here it is. Go ahead and switch the battery out from this Nokia phone to this phone right here. It's a Nokia, what did I say? 1112 on track phone. See that? It's on track phone. It does work. Alright. Moving on to the Sony Ericsson phones. This one's a Sony Ericsson Equinox on T-Mobile. It works, but battery's dead. This one is a Sony Ericsson Walkman on T-Mobile, but it's dead. Alcatel One Touch Pixie or something on track phone, but it's dead. Now moving on to these phones right here. These are with Verizon. No wait, these two are with Verizon. This one is with US Cellular. But I'm glad it can handle collecting US Cellular phones and keeping US Cellular phones. But this one right here is a Kyocera QCP2035A on Verizon. It works, but the battery on that one is dead. You can't turn it on. Kyocera QCP3035. This one's on Verizon as well. This one's on Verizon. It works, but it's dead. This one is a Kyocera Soho, model number TXBAT 10050, and it's on US Cellular. It works. It works perfectly fine, but the battery on this phone is dead. Morbid Tech has this identical phone part of its collection as well. And his phone part of its collection, like this one, does not work. And finally, the iPhone 6S or 6S Plus, I don't know. Could be on an unknown carrier. It doesn't work for some reason. And it's broken. So that is it on all my cell phone collections as of Sunday, February 21st, 2020. I'm not showing you, I'm not putting The Simpsons on video because I don't want to get sued by 20th Century Fox Who owns The Simpsons. So comment, rate, and subscribe, and turn on my post notifications. So thank you for watching.